Afternoon?
Now
It's
I'm
morning here.
unmuted. Good morning.
It's morning where
Good
you
morning
are,
to Art.
and you're hosting.
Oh, yeah. Hi.
Who started the stream with "It's morning here"? Great.
It's morning here.
It's morning here. As we greet each other normally.
The normal way. I'm doing the little hand-eye gesture from the prisoner. It's morning here.
It's morning here. Be seeing you.
Be seeing you. Good morning, Art. I did it to my screen, Austin, just so you know.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, people slightly to the east of us, which is basically everybody. Mm-hmm. We're doing an early stream today. It's very exciting.
It is.
Yeah, because this might be really quick. We might be done by lunchtime.
We
over
might
here.
be done by lunchtime. Yes.
Or this might go long.
Forever. Who could say?
Yeah.
And because it's King of the Castle, frankly, I would be happy to. When I'm playing the King of the Castle, really just so long as I can make sure that I have enough to eat and drink, I will continue to play until the game stops.
The thing I don't know, because I haven't had a game where someone didn't win straight away in their, allotted 3 moves or like three tiered scheme. So I don't know what happens when we get to the end of a scheme and it hasn't triggered. Like how long you have, what happens.
We'll
I have
see,
no idea.
Probably. We will probably see.
Right up on it.
Yeah, so let's just quickly go down who is here on the call. I'm Jack. You can find me on Twitter at NotQuiteReal and on co-host at JDQ. I'm joined by Art.
Hi, you can find me on Twitter at Atebble.
And Austin.
You can find me on Twitter at Austin_Walker and on co-host at Austin.
Turning people up as they speak. Dre.
Hey, you can find me on Twitter at Swandre3000.
And Janine.
Hi, you can find me on Twitter and co-host at Bleating Heart.
And finally, Keith.
Hi, you can find me on Twitter at Keith J. Carberry, and you can find the Let's Plays that I do at youtube.com/runbutton. Some more Metal Gear Solid 3 out. Plus, we've had some recent Shenmue 3 on the Patreon. That stuff's all good.
Are you enjoying Shenmue 3? I know that it got kind of... it's weird, right? I know that it got pretty mixed reviews, but I never know with a game as weird as Shenmue whether the people who are giving it mixed reviews just aren't meeting it on its own terms.
So far, Shenmue 3 is better than Shenmue 2.
Oh,
But not
wow.
as good as Shenmue 1?
Yeah, I would say that, but we are still, it feels like we're very early. Like we have not yet hit the stride of Act 1, even though we've played 15 hours of it.
right.
Gotcha.
I love Shenmue 1. So I've been really enjoying Shenmue 3 so far. It's bizarre. You really do have to sort of meet it where it's at, or you'll be very confused by it.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are continuing our dynasty of Art's Monarch Agrippa, who used to be a Pat, but I'm sure, as the Pats can attest, has sort of has journeyed from the green path.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Transcended previous allegiances, I think, is how they're saying it in the streets.
Now, if you would like to join in, as we did before, you will be placed back into the houses that you were... The factions that you were... What do they call them? The noble...
They're houses, aren't they?
Factions?
Yeah, houses, factions.
I don't know.
This is easy to check. Just go to the Steam page real quick.
It's funny that there's the Counts of the East and the Barons of the March, because a Count and a Baron are 2 different levels of the same thing.
Well, I kind of love this because, as Crusader Kings teaches us, they are 2 different levels of the same thing, but each sort of kingdom tier has their own language for each. And I love the idea of such a deeply screwed up country like Celeste Arth having unified such that barons and counts can functionally be on the same level.
Well, the other thing there is just you can have a place where the power, even though the ranks might be such that a count is below or a count is above a baron, the barons are the ones with the real power because of the way laws have been set up, right?
Yes.
They're the ones who have voting rights. They're the ones who have land rights. Counts end up being kind of, secondary, in some way. I bet that's just what's happened in these places.
Yeah, there's a second option, which is the counts actually are barons, but because of their affiliation with vampires, they have argued to be allowed to call themselves counts,
right?
to make themselves more vampire-y.
Right.
We're not vampires. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I'm pretty sure we have you on record now saying you were vampires.
I think
I have no idea what you're talking about.
In order to get out of paying
No idea what
taxes.
you're talking about.
In order to dodge taxes.
Everyone else was saying that. I never said that.
This game
I just didn't change. I didn't object. I just went along with it.
This game is powered by Twitch integration. You will see a little, what do they call, Twitch extension on your screen if you are playing on desktop. If you are on mobile, the extension is not available. You will be able to play, but it won't be as clear. When we hit load game, you will be able to type !join and then a pronoun in singular, she, he, or they. No neopronouns yet.
Don't join yet.
Don't join
it's
yet.
not time
Don't
to
join yet. Don't do it.
But join now.
There it is.
Stop the count. No, we only had one person for a second.
Monarch Agrippa looks incredible, and every time I see them, they look sick as hell.
Yeah, it's good.
It's
Game's
part of-
good, turns out.
It's part of, I think, the great complexity of Millennium Break that monarchs regularly look sick as hell. Because the system of monarchy has through years of power accumulated looking sick as hell. The British monarchy doesn't. Mostly fantasy monarchs. A hummingbird just went by my window. Just hovered outside my window.
That's
The monarchy's listening.
Fuck.
Careful.
The American monarchy.
Jack, you trying to tell me the British monarchy doesn't look cool?
No, the British monarchy looks like a bunch of old people. Not even cool
And
old
not
people.
particularly
even
cool old
the
people.
young ones look like that, by the way.
Yeah, it's weird how that's happened.
I'll put it this way. A kind of European monarch is the Pope. And we've all seen that absolutely incredible video of the Pope watching a bunch of jugglers from a throne that looks like a Final Fantasy boss stage.
Yeah. While Undertale music plays.
While Undertale music plays. We've all seen that that photo of from the early days of the pandemic of like a bishop shooting a baby with a water pistol during a christening.
I don't
know if I have.
I'm searching.
Oh, you'll enjoy
I
it.
have seen that, yeah.
This is great. Fantastic. We've all seen those pictures of Orthodox priests blessing missiles.
Oh, yeah. Look, the monarchy and things like the monarchy, unfortunately, one of the problems to be overcome with state power is that it is occasionally capable of looking sick as shit.
Also, this is why tithes are taxes in this setting. The church is the state. The church is part of the state. The Archbishop is voiced by Keith. Keith is the voice of the state. Something I thought I'd never say in my life.
Careful.
Look, Keith, I'll take it. This is one of the few instances where, I think it'll be fine that Keith is the voice of the state.
Yeah.
This is, you're right, Austin. This is very much operating on like Crusader Kings rules where, it's weird, right? Crusader Kings has the council roles, but they're very much, you can absolutely get fucked over by other state apparatus in Crusader Kings where it turns out that...
no, you
totally
can fuck you here. The Treasury can fuck you here. Yeah, it's just not as malicious here.
I
normally.
have been betrayed.
The church is kind of malicious sometimes, but...
Yeah, I've been betrayed by my archbishop, my treasurer, my architect, and my spy master. I haven't seen the marshal betray me yet, which is, I don't know, good, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah? Could be worse.
The Marshal encouraged us to get into a war with the Asmodean Empire, which is...
fuck, we're going to war with the Ashmedians. I'd forgotten about that.
Can we get a quick summary since we're literally picking up a game in the middle of it?
But I can't do it.
No?
Should each of the voices for the different houses summarize their ongoing plans?
Oh, that's a good idea.
It's a good idea.
That's a good idea. Someone who's not.
I don't know if I
idea.
can remember.
All right, I'll start. I'll give people some time. After our attempts to modernize the military in the last game were sidelined by the patricians' monopoly and the arrival of the era of Coastbreck,
which I only just learned is short for coastal breakfast.
Yeah.
Wait,
What do you think it was short for?
I just thought it was like a weird,
just a
businessy,
name.
disgusting sounding cereal. I didn't think about
Yeah.
that it was short for
Yeah,
something.
coastal breakfast. We picked up our plans to modernize the military over in the Barrens once again, and this time we're very close to doing it. We are on our final stage, but not. We maybe have made some decisions. I think our goal is to get our military up to 10, and also we're about to go to war as a big unit, as a whole country, against the Ashmedian Empire. A giant empire to the direction.
And they're not concerning, right,
Sure.
Austin? I would say that Ashmedian weapons are just sort of sticks, right?
Yeah, they don't worship a machine god or anything.
And wield constructs.
Why would you even bring it up? Yeah, it's so
that
strange.
seems- yeah. Hey, something's gone wrong with our noble count.
No. What has
I
happened
think
is that more barons have returned.
I see.
Baron enthusiasm is high.
Baron enthusiasm's high. That's interesting.
Maybe
Yeah.
Barons think
Barons
they're here for a
happened-
quick win.
Maybe Barons happened to be in good time zones for showing up to a 2 p.m. stream.
Right. Which means
I
new
can't see,
people
by the
have
way,
a higher chance of getting cycled into counts or patricians, presumably.
I just have a big thing that
I would
says
hope
join
so.
game as noble blocking what the count. I can't see what it actually is.
Oh, you need to make...
It's on the...
Oh, why is it doing that? Are you watching on Twitch, Keith, or on the...
Yeah. Oh, I am
can see
watching.
both.
Oh, yeah. So I have the thing up. I just forgot about that. I had that. But on the Twitch, yeah, the Friends of the Table account is not linked to.
It should still
Joining
say the number of people is like the middle fourth of the screen. It says 126 noble barons, 118 noble
Keith's
counts. You
extension
see
could
that,
be
Keith?
wild.
I have the count for the patricians and the counts, just not the
I
barons.
see. Yeah,
They're
if you
also-
click that little crown, Keith, that'll go
Yeah.
away.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Okay, great.
Yeah, again, for people who are joined, that little thing in the top left is a button that you can press to expand out or get rid of.
Yeah.
It's okay to hide it. You don't have to have that open the whole game, blocking your screen.
Counts, how are you doing?
I think we're trying to starve everyone, right?
Yes, that
And
is what
summon a
you're
blood
trying
god
to
or
do.
something?
Oh right,
Summon a
yeah.
starvation
We want to summon a yeah. I mean, we're just trying to grow oats
Yeah.
for Coastbreck.
Oh, yeah. Oats for Coast Breck.
Oats for the coast break.
Chat says, Kataxa says, we're sowing. Lentil Sweet says, love our oats. Nisi says, destabilize this nation. Dumpling Squid says, blood. That's interesting. Patricians, how are you doing?
Do not put our oats in the Lomi, just as
You
an
know-
FYI.
Oh.
It's been a rough time for the patricians. We've been forsaken by our king, or by our monarch, I should say. We were robbed of all of our money unfairly.
Right, sure.
That actually happened before. That was under the previous administration.
I have also you made us your first choice as king was like, you know what, I think the patricians should have to pay a bunch of money to people because
That
of the
did
decisions Art made last game. Also, I've received some internal feedback that perhaps my depiction of the patricians via voice acting was not doing us any favors. But you just got to be proud of who you are. So
W. Michael Carter, whose chat color. Oh, so you can change your chat color by clicking the little icon to the left of where it says send a message. W. Michael Carter, who seems to be flying the Count's colors, says, I was just crossing some flowing water, which is a thing that I can definitely do. Also, we married our chancellor to a fish prince.
Yeah, that happened.
Happily.
Happily. I think his name's Glorb.
I think that's right.
it is.
Prince
Oh, we haven't
Glorb.
talked about Nettie.
Oh,
Oh,
Nettie.
Nettie. Yes, we discovered a troll had broken into our dungeon, having sort of been exiled from wherever the trolls live. I don't know where that is. And we recruited Nettie as our gardener, which dovetailed really beautifully with a completely separate plot about a plant called Timian's Bane that makes you euphoric and then instantly sick. And it didn't affect Nettie, and I don't know what pronouns Nettie uses. Nettie figured it out and cleaned it all up, which was great. What else?
I think that's the big stuff. We're ready to get into it?
Yeah, we're in a pretty
Yeah.
good place now. The barons
do
are
it.
slightly ahead, but this just means that the counts and the patricians need to,
Right.
Have some unity. Or
I
they lose
believe
everything by 4 votes.
Both the patricians and the counts want low stability.
we
Am I
will
remembering
be
that
able
correctly?
to see.
That is correct, yeah.
Begin
So the
game.
plan was that. So the problem was that the counts and the patricians both wanted low stability at the same time as the barons wanted high stability. So the monarchy kept the baron stability high, and now I think really,
that was while the Pats and the Counts were on their final stage.
Yes.
While the Barons were only on their
I thought that it was
No,
they were
this
on
is
the
just it was the second stage for everyone.
No, it wasn't. Y'all were ahead of us. We used this to get to the final stage. Remember, didn't we?
No, that's not right.
I thought that
no.
it
Where are
was
you
tied.
now?
We allowed the barons to get ahead by one
Okay.
in order to then now only have to focus on you instead of having to
Yeah,
focus
we
on
are on our
only
second
back.
stage.
We were only back by one at the time. To be clear, the Pats and the Counts are now behind. But
Right.
but we were behind for so long that it was easy for us to
Oh,
seem like the underdog and quickly get stability high because we seemed like less of a threat for so long.
So something just beeped. I don't know. Whether
Oh,
that was
that's me.
Audio feedback. Oh, Keith
No,
beeped.
that's me.
Yes, we can see that our authority is 4, which is a pretty average authority score. That's not terrible. Our treasury is 700, which isn't super.
That's low. That's bad.
There's an event called Bankruptcy Looms.
Don't care for it.
That's not good. That's not good.
And our stability is 6, which is high. That is a good dish. They go up to 10, and it's rare to see them, at or above 7. But both the counts and the patricians want that stability down. You can see that trade is doing very well. The Pats are just as good as they can be at trade. It's so funny that it just says, this title card says corruption, patricians, 10 trade.
I don't know why we made monopolies illegal.
Yes, we did, but they kept doing it.
Everyone's trade is super high though. Like ours is the highest, but
Yeah,
it's
trade
like
is
10, 9,
Rising
8
Tide
versus
lifts
farming
all
is
boats.
9 and 3 and 3.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
also, as Lucretia Mott in the chat, a lovely Baron, I believe, says, Monarch goal is trade, right? And yes. You're trying to win by trade.
We are indeed.
I'm trying to win by ever having another event about an heir. It's been like 4 seasons since we last checked in about that, and
I thought we were
Not
trying to
thrilled
win
about
by having events where we can lower the baron's military.
Well, we can see that the Baron's military is high, and they want it to
they
be
need to get
higher.
to 10.
Notably, I don't know who decided to do this. It might have been the Barons. The council voted, but we were like,
Yeah, the council voted
what
to
will
put
be
us
a
at fucking
fun
war.
training exercise? And we decided to invade Ashmead.
Yeah. And so there's a part of me that thinks we should start with that event just because that'd be very funny if the game were just over right now. If that
It
event
won't be,
just
right?
raises the military by 2.
That doesn't automatically do it. It's still a check
No.
at the end, right?
Yes.
Sure, but I don't see how the other 2 events could lower the military.
Something that I will say about War with Ashmead is during the pre-launch testing, where this game went out to a bunch of streamers, and that was when Kat and I played it for the first time. They ran a bunch of games. Nobody ever won a war with Ashmead.
Let's go.
Let's go.
You world first. Any percent.
I think people have won now, but okay. Rock and roll.
Baroness Flyaway Books says, "Ha! You should have seen the look on the Ashmeadian's diplomat's face when I told him we were declaring war on his pathetic empire. I kicked him in the rump as he left for good measure."
Time to open a bottle of wine.
Sure, you don't want to.
I love these people who seem to not be worried about this war at all. Absolute foolishness.
It's too soon to celebrate, Your Majesty. We've got a war to win.
Huh?
The Ashmedians' empire's golden age is long behind it. They're still bigger than us with more soldiers and a long history of conquest. But they lack discipline and are plagued by infighting.
I don't know. The Barons have an 8. That's the 3rd highest number.
The kingdom's armies are in decent shape, but this will be difficult.
News of the war inspires
damn.
a wave of patriotic fervor throughout the kingdom. Old knights come out of retirement and naive youths stampede to join the army. Hopefully, it will prove enough. Military
naive
is now
youths.
strong. Military is now terrifying. Military is now inadequate.
Well, you got all the way up to inadequate.
Nice work.
Yes, this is the
We're
scene
lovers,
at
not
the
fighters.
That's true.
beginning of the old All Quiet on the Western Front as they dance out of the schoolroom singing about going to war.
We did skip one thing, which was the time that you had to put down the Baron's food riots with Baron soldiers. A massacre, a terrible massacre against starving people.
The
and then you
Barons.
quietly fired your bodyguards who you used to do that.
Yes, well,
That is not how I would characterize
I
those
would not
events at
characterize
all.
this. I would say that you were hired as our honor guard, and your Baron nobles took this as an opportunity to solidify Baron noble power against peasant power
You picked us.
in the marches. Yes, we picked you, expecting you.
And then you voted to send us in instead of paying money to feed us.
No, we didn't
That's
vote
not
for
what
anything,
happened.
That's
Austin.
quite
Council
literally
decided
what
that.
happened. Yeah, well, sometimes I've got to blame the king for letting the council do that instead of vetoing sending in the police.
I think we monarchs choiced doing the paying for food.
I don't think that happened.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that was also then you all being like, well, look, if we had more money, we could have done this. But
That was when Art
There's no money.
thought that we literally didn't have
Yeah,
enough
Art
money to
literally
pay for it.
didn't think we could do it. Yes, exactly, right?
I unmonarch choice.
Yes,
Yeah.
you vetoed it thinking we didn't have the money, but then you
Right,
unvetoed
that's what it was. It was, yeah. You vetoed it and then you unvetoed
We
it.
voted to
Correct.
make the monarch give out bread personally, and it didn't go well, says Fraz Lloyd.
right.
The
That is
monarch
what
handed out
happened.
bread themselves.
And then the guard came in to kill everybody.
Also, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not here to defend peasant interests in this video game. I'm the fucking king, along with Art.
Jess in the chat. Let's all pause for a rumination on national memory.
Yeah.
I love remembering nationally.
Anyway, let's
yeah, let's keep it moving.
can only go forward.
Rest assured, Your Highness, you'll have our full support in this war. What's our opening gambit?
Did you say Jambit?
Yeah, it's
Did you say
probably-
Jambit?
I don't think I did, but if I did, I'm gonna blame the thing in my mouth.
Oh, fair enough.
Your tongue.
My Invisalign, which I just started and is fucking with how I talk.
Oh,
You sound great.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Set laws for voting. How should the kingdom embark on its war with Ashmead? Ashmead?
Yeah, Ashmead.
A. Have the spy masters and assassins and saboteurs into Ashmead. B. Send a small expeditionary force to test the Empire's strength. C. Begin a full-scale invasion of Ashmead. Or D. Call upon the church to declare a holy crusade.
I think only a coward would not pick C.
Well, Art.
Yeah, C seems great.
Art. What is our game plan here, Art?
I
Because
was gonna
between-
encourage people to pick C and then put Royal Gamble on C to try to shore up some funds before the bankruptcy meeting.
That's fun.
Yeah, that is a good idea, but maybe it won't work now.
I think people will want to pick B here. That's what I think.
So it's worth saying that option A, having the Spy Master send assassins, has a 60% chance of a stability success. The small expeditionary force has a 60% chance of a military success. There is concerningly no visible consequence for option C.
Which means it's a guaranteed success.
That is
I think.
And option D, call upon the church to declare a holy crusade, is a 30% chance of faith success. The church fucking hates us. Is it this continuity where the church really hates us?
Oh, yeah.
They called us baby kickers.
Say your baby kickers.
Oh,
yeah.
right. I forgot the baby kickers. Okay. Right. If you want to futz around with these laws of the land, Art, I think that this is a good place to do it. This is very inflammatory, a very inflammatory vote, and we might be able to turn that to our favor mechanically. But
Now that seems to have really turned on C because, and I don't know if anyone knows this about our chat, but they're a bunch of cowards.
This will bring them on board.
Well, they want to prove. This is Back to the Future 2 method. They want to prove they're not cowards,
Yeah.
so they're going to do.
I feel like
If you're not too chicken to vote
C.
What's that, Dre? I didn't catch.
I have seen a lot of people in chat want to vote C.
Okay.
It's hard to guess on a 50 to try to get. Oh, it's just a majority. It's not 50%.
I think
It's basically if your option wins.
I think we're teetering for stability, which was really high. And so because the Royal Gamble is such a gamble, maybe this is a time to try to call for unity.
I don't know that I feel confident about the chat voting unitedly. I think
Well,
that
but
this
there's
is
no
gonna
risk
split.
for call for unity. With
That's
Royal Gamble,
true. Yeah, oh, that's true.
yeah.
No, I know it's the treasury. I'm trying to get more treasury. We have a bankruptcy meeting.
Or less treasury, and then you'll really know what to talk about.
Now, Art,
Yeah.
there is an interesting choice here. You could, I would think that, I think D seems like the worst option.
You think which sounds like the worst option? I'm sorry, I coughed.
D, call
D,
upon
yeah.
the church to
Oh,
declare
yeah,
a holy
for sure.
crusade. You could royal gamble that and be like, hey, do you want to give me money to watch me fail?
No, it's not going to work.
No, I don't think that'll work.
I don't think I'm going to use any laws.
You're gonna save call for unity for.
I'm going to
one where-
save. I think on a four choice vote, call for unity is just going to be difficult.
Yeah. Aren't they all four though? Unless we have a like something we can't do, like pay a wizard
Yeah,
to
they
do
are
anything.
mostly 4, yeah.
Haven't we seen some threes?
We have seen some 3s when we couldn't pay a wizard. Scheme votes are 3.
Yeah, I think you're right that this is a tough one because I think C is a totally normal thing for people to want. B is what I think what the barons are going to
We
want.
just don't know. This is the thing. None of these
Yeah.
are telling us what the ups and downs are. Don't vote
Yeah.
for any of these thinking you know what the consequence will be.
Sure.
They all could impact any of these stats.
And given that we are going to war with perhaps the other superpower, Earth is kind of a superpower, this will be consequential.
Yeah.
Should we consider should a veto for C be on the table?
I think a veto for no. I don't know.
This
There's
is
a chance
really
we just, like,
tough.
lose.
I think we should just let it roll.
I think we should.
All right, let's let it
C
roll.
could hurt all of us. Is a thing.
Start the vote.
Okay. I'll not make the case.
Ironicus in the chat says, our spy master is a talking bird who pretends to be a man. They're unstoppable. Hides behind a curtain, too.
Yeah.
Fuck. Shit. All right. Art,
Yeah,
I'd like some
this is
guidance on
expected.
this.
I think it's going to be C. I really feel bad I didn't use that royal choice, the royal gamble.
That's a gamble, isn't it?
Although
A's
this
moving.
is, this
A's
is maybe
Oh, it's moving to A.
People are realizing A might be the only way to keep us all from dying.
We could talk this
Hold
around.
the vote open.
Yeah, absolutely. We want A, right?
this
Yeah.
could be Royal
Stop it,
Gamble
stop it.
could
All right.
Look at that.
it could be sort of a Schrodinger's gamble where if we had voted
Wow.
If we had put
Every
the Royal
patrician that
Gambit on
voted for
C.
A, you suck. Get out of the house.
hey, well, if it fails, then it might negatively impact the the Baron's military, which is good for everyone that's on
or
the Baron.
the stability of the king, which could be good for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Or trade, which could be good for all of us. We might have to
Listen,
pay them.
it's,
Yeah, we
it's
really
all
have to
at this
like,
point.
we
It's
don't
all
know.
coin tosses. It's all
Yeah.
coin tosses. It's fine.
Chad is very excited that 69 barons.
Nice.
did it-
Nice.
Yeah. Keith.
Oh, voting has closed. How should the kingdom embark on its war with Ashmead? 120 nobles voted for A. Have the spy master send assassins and saboteurs into Ashmead.
I won't let you down, Your Majesty.
It's important to remember the spy master is the bird.
Right.
A game
Yo!
of espionage and counter-espionage begins with your agents assassinating the Empire's generals and destroying their bridges. Meanwhile, Ashmedean spies try to do the same within your own borders. But your spy master foils them at every turn. The enemy is on the back foot. The marshal urges you to invade while they're reeling.
I'll start marshaling the troops. The Empire is no easy target. We only have one chance to get this right.
It's called marshalling because it was a technique invented by this woman whose name is Marshall.
Right. Nonsense. One swift kick and the whole house of cards will tumble down. Wait and see.
The confidence of Baroness Flyaway Books is inspiring.
It's pretty wild.
Okay, do you want to do a helping hand or bankruptcy looms art?
We should probably do a helping hand first. What if we need to spend money?
Oh, look at all that gold.
Yeah, can we
have
have
some
just
of
like
that?
3 pieces of that?
Oh, wait, shit. This is Hirona. This is the patrician's candidate.
Yeah.
Oh. Am I voicing this, or is this?
I think
this
so.
Is one of the
That's you,
keys?
yeah.
This is like this is the most your character there is.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Are people?
No, this is our wife.
Oh, go ahead.
This is your wife.
This is our
Who's the
wife.
patrician?
Uh-huh.
Who's the patrician leader? What's their name?
Oh, I forget.
Okay.
We know
It's
who
not
our
Hirona.
wife is.
Hirona is the wife.
Or our
Yeah,
spouses.
no one can say we don't know who our wife is.
Yeah.
Nerva. People are saying Nerva.
We
is
were
the patrician.
joking about not knowing that this was our wife.
Yeah, it was
Right, it
funny,
was all
and
a
you
bit.
all thought it was funny.
Start laughing.
Spouse, not wife. Although
Oh,
people
whoops.
with
Thank
they,
you.
them pronouns can be a wife. But I
Sure.
think that Hirona is they, them.
Okay. Agrippa, I had something I wanted to ask of you.
What can I do for you?
And I know who you are.
Yeah, what can I do for you, person? I definitely know who you are, and voice I've definitely heard before.
As you surely know, I run a very successful jewelers guild back home in the coast.
Oh boy.
But the current laws are a little restrictive for my trade. Lots of tariffs and regulations, you know how it is.
Is this innuendo?
Who's to say? I was hoping you could push for some changes in the council, eliminate some of those import duties on Ateshi jewels, perhaps?
I literally don't know what my authority is in this. You want me to give the coast preferential treatment?
I think it's only fair. The only regions just can't compete with us in the jewelry trade anyway.
Fine, I'll assemble the council.
Marvelous, I'll see you there.
Meme shot in the chat says, "We're approaching luring Elmer fun by putting on a sexy dress territory."
Oh, I hope there's a spirit magic helmet.
Set laws for voting.
Wow,
Should
look at all
import-
that treasury money you could get, Art.
Ooh. Should import taxes on foreign jewels entering the coastal ports be reduced? A. Reduce import taxes on gemstones from Atesh. B. Ban the import tax of all Ateshi gemstones. Or C. Do nothing.
More gems is good for everyone, IMO.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the king who needs trade to be high to win.
Eh,
That is a
Might be a good
great
use of your
point, and I
veto,
am
Art.
going to be vetoing B.
All right, Barons, and it's none of our business.
All right.
You know what to
Oh,
do.
Hold on. Couple of
Nothing.
things here. First, if the Kurth war profiteer comes by for help with Ashmead, we will want to be able to pay them. So I think it is in everybody's interest that our treasury is good.
I think so too. If we don't want to lose the war.
There is something... It's weird, right? Like, A benefits us... Wait, we want A.
Yeah, I'm with
But we
you.
don't even want to... Because I was like, we could royal gamble the option that we think that the nobles will vote for, ensuring that if they vote for one, we... Basically ensuring that our opportunities for getting money double.
Royal gamble on B is like a hedge. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, but the concern there is if everybody decides that they don't want to do anything, then we just lose 500 gold.
Yeah, I think that's. I think it's veto B, and I've heard that there's alliance between the Pats and the Counts, and we'll see
Not
what that
really.
alliance is worth.
Counts
Ironica
be
says...
fucking voting bad.
Yeah, wait,
so
what?
Whoa.
Ironica says veto one, gamble another. You're guaranteed gold. You can only use one
You don't
law of
really
the
use the
land,
one, yeah.
unfortunately.
Weak
Okay,
king.
so we veto B.
Veto B. B's pretty bad.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Bing.
Honestly, it strikes me we probably have a pretty good tax on it already if the nobles are complaining about the taxes being too high. That's
know,
not
as
true.
lo-
They would. Yeah, it doesn't matter how low it is.
It doesn't matter how low. It's always not low enough. Can we start getting... Can we do... Okay, I had this idea of reverse taxes where the government pays us for being a business.
All right, do nothing. Sorry, Pats, except for the 34 Pats who wanted it.
this is probably going to go really good for you not having an heir still.
We decided we were adopting a bastard anyway. This is.
Oh,
It's true, I forgot about that.
I wonder if that's part of why it's taking so long.
It takes a really long time to find a good bastard.
I don't know.
Wait,
When we
is that
had the
true?
meeting, the guy was like, "I'll be back tomorrow," and that was like
Yeah.
4 seasons ago.
Yeah.
That is the same person who says I kick babies, so I don't know what's going on over there.
Voting has closed. Should import taxes on foreign jewels entering the coastal ports be reduced? 170 nobles voted for C. Do nothing.
When Hirona doesn't get the result they wanted, they lean over to whisper in your ear.
I'm so excited to hear this.
Thank you for trying. I'll admit defeat on this one. For now.
Kami?
Damn.
Hey, at least they recognized that that it was a vote.
Yeah.
Not all people have been so gracious.
Yeah.
Ah,
All right, here we go.
What is the, I do not remember the voice for the
Oh,
treasurer.
I think I accidentally stole the treasurer last time.
That
so
is
do you
true.
want to take the treasurer back?
Yeah, I'll take the treasurer back.
Maybe there's a Muppet that hasn't been used yet.
A Muppet.
Can you do a
Animal.
Kermit, Keith? Yeah, or an animal.
No. Only one person ever has been able to do a
And
Kermit.
it's Henson.
And it's Henson.
Can you
Yeah.
can you do like Rolf?
I really thought you were saying it's Jordan Peterson.
No, actually,
Got
the second Kermit after
Steve
Jim
Whitmire,
Henson died was
yeah.
really good. Yeah, Stephen Meyer's good too. No, but I can't do a Kermit. We're gonna do. Actually, you know what, Dre? I don't have nothing for the treasurer. Why don't you take the treasurer since you did the treasurer last time?
The treasury's almost empty, Your Highness.
Oh my God! It was an error. I made an error.
What do you suggest we do?
Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options.
Oh damn! There's
Treasurer might be
new,
drinking on the job.
heads up. There's new drops for King at the Castle because I just got one.
Yeah, I got one too.
I just got a sick new Baron outfit.
Keith, you
Very
gotta
cool.
go into
Nice.
if you are logged in as friends at the table and you're watching this stream, Keith, you have to claim the drops.
Oh, okay. No, I don't. I do not have a drop right now.
Okay.
I am logged in as me, so I've unlocked cool stuff. for
I've
my own account.
been getting them as me because I've had the Run Button account open mostly. I just today happened to.
Sorry for
change.
interrupting this important moment. I just got excited about this bagpipe outfit.
Oh, that's sick.
Hell yeah.
all right.
Deep Floor says it's for watching 30 minutes and then watching another 30 minutes. So yeah, if someone just makes sure friends at the table is logged in.
Yep,
somewhere.
We're logged
are.
in. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we should be here for another 30 minutes.
I think
Yeah.
so.
We'll vamp if it doesn't
Yeah.
work out.
DJ Flo says Treasurer is melting Wicked Witch style while discussing bankruptcy.
It's very stressful. Oh, okay. You could get a bank loan, or sell off the crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. I mean, most were buried with piles of gold, or so I've heard.
That's a terrible way to spend gold.
Tombs.
I've heard the jewel market's very competitive right now.
Finance low stability.
I should be right back 1 second.
Oh, we
Man,
could just create hyperinflation?
Yeah.
Yes,
a lot of money.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've seen it happen.
How'd it go?
It works. It's good.
Jack,
It worked
Jack,
really
let
well.
her
It worked
cook.
out. It worked
Let her
out.
cook.
It was good.
Let her cook.
They won.
Art, you've studied money.
I have.
Historically, what's the problem with hyperinflation?
It makes prices go up and it makes the money not worth anything.
Yes.
Okay, I'm back.
That
Yes.
sounds fake. This isn't a simulator game. This is a fantasy game. It's fine.
I sort of going by the numbers, it's take a loan.
You gotta pay that back.
Do I?
You gotta pay back dead people.
Are you sure? You know all about inflation, but not loans. I see.
I don't know about loans in this game.
It is a loan. The word used was loan, not a gift.
When you're
What if it's
a
what if
monarch,
they're
what's
just
the
writing a
difference?
card and they got embarrassed?
Loan.
Loan, salvage,
trigger.
and gall.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how movies.
All right, let's
cut
crack open
everybody.
some tombs.
Wait,
Yeah,
no, wait,
I love
no.
tombs.
Art.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is a stability drop.
I don't think the barons are gonna rebel. They're on the verge of victory.
No, the counts and the
No,
pats
it's for the
want
everyone
stability to
else's
drop.
Yeah,
thing.
but we needed it 4. Dropping to 5 isn't gonna do it.
It will drop to 4. This is significant.
That'd be fine.
How can you? How
You worry
legitimate
so much
question,
about
not like
everything.
trolling question. How can? I guess you can't tell. Or are you just saying like
Cannot
you-
tell. Jack is making a play.
Okay.
I'm making a play based on having played tons of this game.
Yes. You're making an informed guess based on the severity of the sequence that we're in. You're guessing it'll be more than a 1 stability drop. That's probably right. But you don't unless you remember the particular. I know you have done this one before, but I don't
have.
particularly remember if it was 1 or 2 or 3. It could be 3.
It could, yeah. Generally, so here's where I'm at. What we are messing with here is the ancestral power of the noble houses by cracking open their tombs, and in general, across the board, thematically, the nobles do not like it, or the game mechanizes the nobles not liking you messing with their history. There are all kinds
What's
of
not
events
their
about-
history? It's the kings. It's old kings.
Some of your but our predecessors were nobles.
I think it is worth saying that, our authority's low, but we really only care about stability right now, and we're only taking 500 fewer gold treasury to sell off royal jewelry. So maybe we should just do that one, since it's not going to affect stability.
Sorry, Jack. I've seen you do royal jewelry. I haven't seen you crack open some tombs. So I truly don't remember that we've seen.
No,
this.
I don't think I've cracked open tombs, but I can't imagine that it's good.
I
Someone in
remember
chat
the
says-
fire sale on
Yes.
jewelry, which was very funny.
Someone in the chat says metagaming is so boring. I want to win.
Yeah, this
So
is.
you would
this is-
take a loan.
I would take a loan or I'd sell off the jewelry. I'm really worried about Salvin and Gaul. I do know some stuff about Salvin and Gaul, and they mean business. It's a real Hanseatic League or Chome Company type character. Hanseatic League weren't a character; they were real, but they were bad. And selling off some of the royal jewelry is not. This is reflective. These guys will hunt us to the ends of the earth, potentially across dynasty games, if we don't repay them. So that's
Oh,
entertaining.
that's fun because this is going to be my problem at all.
If you win, you stay on.
I'm not going to win.
This
You're
is
so close.
You're
to
so
winning.
close. You're
very
so
close
much
to winning,
closer
Art.
than Gray was.
But no one's even taught. It's been a year since I said go legitimize one of my bastards.
Maybe the little bastard's about to be 1 year old. There's gonna be a big birthday party. Everyone's
I
gonna be
think
like,
it
"Oh, you
hasn't
win."
been as long as you think. I think it's only been 1, maybe 2 seasons.
I think it's been 6 seasons.
Oh, Tomb sounds fun.
Art, how do you feel about Laura Croft? She's
we are
pretty
not
cool.
cracking open tombs. I'm vetoing tombs to
There's no
art.
veto button.
I'm
There's no
vetoing.
veto
Well, Jack
art.
vetoed it.
Oh boy.
Let's take the loan.
Wait, why are we not going to sell the jewels into the?
Because Jack's done it.
No, sell the jewels, not crack open tombs.
Yeah, that's the one. The one that Jack actually did was selling the jewels. Not
We've done
cracking
these
open
two
some
on the
tombs.
left.
Of course, I want the tombs. Why wouldn't I want the tombs? The tombs helps my enemy, but of course I want the tombs. It's tombs.
Well, when
TNDK
you're king, you can crack open the
I'm
tomb.
when I'm
What
king,
if
I'm gonna
there's
do my best to
ghosts
not
in
get my
there?
treasury this low.
I mean, let's see how much control you'll have over
Yeah, I
that.
know.
We've
The
tried
chat-
very hard to have a
did.
higher treasury many times.
Yeah, the chat. I'm not doing anything for y'all. Y'all got me here. You won't help at all when we need to pay the money back.
I also suspect Salvin and Gaul is patricians, and so maybe they'll
I
end up.
believe Salvin
benefiting
and
from
Gaul
that.
is a foreign bank.
Oh, you're right. They're a foreign
Yeah.
bank.
The
That's
sensation
right.
that I get with Salvin and Gaul is like,
That's what you said. It's the Hanseatic League, right?
yeah,
it's
it's
a
people
foreign
in
republic,
London
bank
making a
republic or
deal with
whatever.
people in Amsterdam or
Right,
with,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
right,
People
let's take
have
the loan.
voted out. People have pointed out, Art, that a lot of people voted to let Nettie cook, even though it hurted various factions.
Well, they shouldn't have done that then.
So
if
you
they-
you could do tombs, just a little.
I'm not gonna. I will not advocate to my liege to give you fucks anything.
I want to know, Art. What is your argument against the royal jewelry one?
It's not very much money. It's the least money.
Yeah, and tombs is more money for like less risk.
No, I've really become taken with this idea of a loan that never goes away across dynasties. I want to salt this earth here.
Okay.
The Bank of Solvent. Oh, they're fucking Kurth. The Bank of Solvent and Gaul operates from the fabulously wealthy Republic of Kurth all the way across the Western Sea. They
American
assure you,
bank.
however, that they maintain total independence from the Republic. Yes, this is what's the big American bank called? The massive one?
J.P. Morgan.
JP
Chase, like,
Morgan.
Goldman Sachs?
Yeah, Goldman
Yeah,
All
Sachs.
of them.
All of them. Yeah.
The banker they send to take your signature has delicate hands and sharp teeth. He watches as you put pen to paper, eyes glittering. Now, this
So
is
it's
a
not
vampire.
patrician, it's a count.
Are we 100% sure this is an anti-Semitic caricature here?
Yeah.
I believe that this is the person who sold us our weapons.
Yeah.
Kurth. Yeah.
Evan 1 says, hey, wait a minute, this is the gun guy.
Yeah.
That's the Kurth.
Just swaps hats, goes behind the. Oh, sorry, wrong hat.
Wow. This is.
Oh,
this
we were
is
not
good
going to have
loan
this.
terms.
The game's got to end in 1 year. It's over.
You are making an excellent decision, Your Majesty. You shall pay us back with 25% interest in 1 year. Saddling the kingdom in debt isn't great optics, but you had no other choice.
The
Should've
3
done
other
tunes.
multiple choice questions would argue with that.
Authority is now ineffective.
25% interest, that's really too high. That's what normal people pay, not monarchs.
Not kings. Yeah, not monarchs.
All right, we got to make 50 gold in a year. 51 gold in the next year.
Okay, the monarch has no heir. An invitation, your heir, and
Wake
invading the empire.
Invading the empire.
We got to do air first, right? Oh, at least we got to do air before invading the empire.
Yeah, let's do air first.
Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms.
Should I die? I ask my crown be passed down to Nettie.
The council hall is filled with nervous silence.
It's Nettie in a big blanket. Oh, these are all the same. My legitimized, natural-born daughter.
The assembled nobles break out into polite applause. By designating an heir, you've cemented the stability of the kingdom. Stability is now steady. As a christening gift, we would like 500 gold from each of the nobles.
Yes.
Though the common folk may lose some faith in the church, seeing their monarch's extramarital adventures being forgiven so easily. Faith is now skeptical, faith is now dutiful, faith in the East is now heathen.
I would argue that is not a new development.
It's ceremonial, you know. You
Baron
just put up
Chumple
the
here,
front,
your
you go.
Highness. May I be the first to congratulate you on legitimizing your daughter. What is her name?
Agrippa II.
Very original, your Highness.
Agrippa.
I didn't get a second choice.
Hurrah, your Highness. I'm sure little Agrippa E will grow up to be a chip of the old block.
That is how it is pronounced.
I don't think that they should say the word block, given that that is what you use as 50% of the way to kill a king.
All right. War last, right? War last.
I think that feels right.
So let's hear about the. I hear there's an invitation.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Without a word,
Oh.
Comte Spectral Visage hands you a blood-red envelope. It is sealed with white wax, in the shape of a skull. That's the color a skull is.
That's the color a skull is.
Inside is a beautifully written invitation to an event called the Crimson Vigil, due to take place on an autumn night, later in the year.
What? So.
I can say no more. You must choose whether to accept our invitation or to decline it.
On one hand, this sounds like a bad idea.
Oh, we gotta go.
We're gonna go.
We're gonna go.
But I want to insult the counts a little bit first. Because we could raise their defiance, and their 3 military still couldn't do anything.
No, but this will end the event if we
Yeah,
decline it.
that will be you saying no.
Yeah, no, we're not saying no. We are going to go to the event.
Okay, cool.
But it's not because I'm afraid of the counts. It's
Oh,
because
I
I'm
see.
polite.
Right.
I will see you next at the vigil, Your Majesty.
Concern.
It's a simple, normal vigil. Come on.
Crimson Vigil.
Your Majesty, our troops are amassing at the Ashmedinian border. Soon we'll cross over and the war will begin in earnest.
That's the capital of Ashmead, is Ernest.
It's Ernest.
Oh, yeah.
What are my instructions?
They really love the Ernest movies from the 80s.
Yes, they built their whole society around that and around the construct god.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. No, don't let them vote.
How should the marshal...
Set laws for voting. How should the marshal conduct the invasion of Ashmead? A. Fight with honor and respect civilian lives. B. She shouldn't be afraid to get her hands dirty. Or C. No mercy, no quarter.
we shouldn't be.
We got a royal gamble on A.
Oh, they're not voting A.
I think that's that. Hey, if they want to not vote A, then that they have to live with that.
I think they can live with that.
They'll probably live with it. Not my barons, but
You're very confident about those barons who killed a bunch of your own people, Austin.
we all voted against that, and the other people voted for it. And by a quirk of the way this all works, that's how it happened. But the barons will vote for A, even though C is going to win, unless it's vetoed.
I'm, not hearing a lot from the other houses here on this. Conspicuous silence.
Some tacit approval for war crimes in the.
I don't really know a lot about war stuff. I'm a humble
no.
farmer.
We're just
I know
baby.
about
You know about mercy?
Counts are humble.
and turnips.
Do you need the definition of mercy and quarter?
Yeah.
Okay. Mercy is when you are empathetic to someone who is in a bad situation, who deserves a degree of support and help. And quarter is when you let people live who could live instead of stabbing them in the chest while they have wounds that otherwise would not take their lives. And you bring them to the hospital.
This is about specifically. This is about how many civilians should our army kill.
Yeah.
Well,
C is
hospitals
like
does sound
bad,
delicious,
bad.
so I'm in favor of that.
You just love the food
I mean,
there at hospitals.
moral. I mean, more good.
Do you all hear the crane that's
Very
outside my window?
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, it's not too bad.
Sounds
though.
kind of like a fan or something.
Yeah. Except
Okay,
a fan that
they
is
stopped
like
moving.
110 feet tall.
Yeah, maybe a bit taller.
I don't know, feet.
It looks like they're up near the roof of the building, and I think it's like a 250-foot building.
Okay, right. We should lore of the land this in some way.
We've got all this money. Let's gamble on A. Let's.
We don't. We have negative. In a lot of ways, we have negative 50 gold.
True. True.
Got to spend money to make money.
I don't want to bail you guys out of C, chat.
They're going to vote C because it's not a. No one here is playing morally at this point. Like Jack, everyone is playing to win. Subtract 15% of people who are playing for interesting stuff.
Sure.
So they're going to vote C because they think it's going to lower our military and potentially your stability. Probably your stability also.
It might lower stability, but I would say that honoring and respecting civilian lives is how you get your military killed. If they're just allowed to stab whoever.
Aren't B and C kind of the same? You veto C, isn't B just also really bad? What
No, I think B
what
is
is you
like-
getting your hands dirty on if not
I feel like
the blood
B
of
is
innocence?
like you do like tricky
Yeah.
stuff to the other army, and C is like you
Honestly-
pillage and you burn homes and
Honestly, I totally agree. I think if you veto B or C, all the people that would have voted one are just going to vote the other, and it's going to compound on those things.
I mean, does that mean that by vetoing it, if we want A, isn't there a chance B and C can split and A can win?
Yes, I totally agree.
Right, because there's also, of course, the people who are not speaking in chat, but who are listening to us and are going like, I'm going to vote for A. I'm going to vote for fight with honor and respect civilian lives. And yeah, B is, of course, better than C. Yes. C is
First
very
royal
clearly
gamble.
the worst one.
oh,
The chat is still saying so veto C. I
we
don't
need
think
to make a choice and get off the boat.
I mean, I think you should just not vote for C.
Yeah,
Well, how many events have we done already? This is the last one, right?
In this
Yeah.
season,
Of the
yes.
event of the season. So it's not like you have to save any of these. You can use whichever one of these you want without feeling like you need it later.
yeah.
But I think that these people should have to look at their own darker instincts in the face instead of being bailed out by a monarch.
They won't
I don't
do
think
that.
there's
Start the
any
vote.
way to prevent B or C from happening if they're going to happen. A veto is only going to compound it. So I think a veto is a bad choice. We should either call for unity or on A or royal gamble on A.
Call for unity is actually agnostic. A call for unity is just yeah. Let's call for unity.
Now that's interesting.
That is interesting because the people I'm really worried about are the counts. Sorry, Janine. But this might. All right, ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the counts are currently trying to orchestrate a demon famine. So
I already said hospitals are delicious. What more do you want from me? I made my stance very clear.
All right, Jack, get that finger on the button.
Look at this.
oh, this is far and away A. Looks like so far. Things could change, but
13 seconds.
Man,
Well, now the question ends up being, does it also end up hitting the unity number?
Yeah, which I don't think it's going to.
Not right
I don't
now.
care. I have plenty of stability. I don't lose stability. Call it off. I was just hoping to get some hedging.
Yeah.
voting
Ooh, it
has
seems like it worked.
closed. How should the marshal conduct the invasion of Ashmead? 133 nobles voted for A. Fight with honor and respect civilian lives.
When did we get so frightened of spilling a little blood? Fine, I'll leave the civilians alone.
Whoa, can we get a new marshal?
She sucks.
So when she
Yeah.
said spilling a little blood, she did explicitly mean killing civilians.
Yes.
Seems that way, yeah.
you don't know that for sure. Come on, Art.
Will you be coming with me to the front lines, Your Majesty? It could get dicey.
No, I didn't want this war.
Come on.
I'm going to dicey some civilians.
Also, no, I'm staying in the palace. Ridiculous.
You're left to stew in the safety of the palace while your marshal rides out to the march to lead your troops across the border.
I await news of the invasion success.
Yo!
Whoa!
According to dispatches from the field, the first stage of the invasion has gone well. Your marshal reports winning several key battles and capturing a half dozen castles. I should be clear, when I said that nobody had won, I think that was for the full-scale invasion of Ashmead.
Right, which is what you would do if it was your goal, right? If you had picked military goal, that would probably be
Right.
the
I
full
believe
invasion.
that's... But actually, we were given the option to launch a full invasion earlier, and I
Right,
think all of us
right.
discounted it.
Yeah,
I think
in
we
favor of
vetoed it.
spies, yes.
Well, I thought that was the first. That was the first thing. That wasn't.
Yeah.
That's all we're doing. The spies like softened them up for us for this.
Right. I wonder if we are trying to invade.
I'm so
I
curious,
wonder what our
because if
war
we-
goal is. It does say
Right.
invading the empire up here.
It does. And if we win it, do you win? Because that is one of the king's wins, isn't it? One of the
I
monarch's
believe
wins.
so. An Ashmedian invasion. I don't know. Ashmedian. I don't know how to say it.
Oh, that's interesting. So we can win even if your military
I
is...
don't
We
know
don't
if
know.
we can.
No.
Okay.
There is a point sometimes where the monarch gets asked, "Hey, do you want to change your goal? You're not getting towards your goal." But that shouldn't happen for this monarch because of how
We are.
Yeah, they're about to get it. So
Oh, what was I going to say? I've forgotten. Oh, someone in the chat asked, "What's our casus belli?" We want to do a training exercise.
Yeah, this is to train the Baron's new army. And they said, hey, a good idea to train would be to invade the Ashmedian Empire.
The machine god's superpower. Civilians and captured enemy soldiers alike have been treated with mercy. Your reputation improves within the kingdom. You're a conqueror, but an honorable one. Authority is now dubious. Defiance is now cordial. Defiance is now insolent. Defiance is now loyal. We talk a lot of shit about the counts, but we get on well with the
True
vampires.
patriots.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see their Crimson Death Festival or whatever I was invited to.
Your marshal also sends back a hefty serving of gold, liberated from enemy fortresses.
All right. Get
Treasury
ready.
is
Things are
now
going to change around here.
What do you?
Man, I hope everybody feels very good about all their voting.
That's
to
enough
make
to-
the Monarch win.
Pay off the debt, right?
Yeah, and
Oh, yeah,
and
and
have
then
some left
some.
over. Chancellor, I'm gonna buy you and your husband like a mansion.
Like an underwater mansion.
An indoor outdoor living. I don't know that the Chancellor can breathe underwater all the time.
Right.
So this
Well, they
is why
could
people
for a
do
time at
wars.
least.
Sorry, Janine.
Oh, strong
I said,
sad
so
boy.
this is why people do wars.
Yeah.
Baron Strong Sad Boys here. The Ashmedians won't give up that easily, unfortunately. We took them by surprise. Now they're going to really start fighting.
Oh. Yeah, we actually haven't met an Ashmedian yet.
No.
No, we met the mercenaries in maybe the last game? Yes. We met some Ashmedian mercenaries in the last game who prayed to their gods so that he didn't forget them. Or so
Hey,
that
what's
he
up with
knew that we
Tavalin?
were real. Tavalin
Right.
is... Oh, God. We've seen some stuff from Tavalin, but I don't
recognize the
remember
name, but I don't
what.
remember. Yeah.
Tavalin was the pirate. The people fleeing the pirates, right?
Oh, yeah.
Is that
With
right?
the woman with all the military badges on her. Yeah, Tavalin are the Republicans, yeah.
I thought that was okay. Gotcha.
Okay. And season.
No, that was Kurth. Video Witch, I think, is right. Kurth were the anti-monarch Republicans who. Okay, I'm gonna shut up because we had an auction.
Oh, wow.
Well, Barons, it's time. It's right there. Remember when I said save your money? Not anymore.
I would like to remind the others that a Baron victory is a counts and patricians loss.
Yeah, that's how it works, Jack.
Oh, now you want to bring this up. Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's start.
I mean, yeah, good luck. Good luck to all of you.
Prison.
Let's go.
Prison.
Pats and counts, we need to get the prison and we also need to outraise the fortress.
The top 2 things bid will be built.
Yes.
And
right.
there is no...
Don't. The button hasn't been hit. Save. Don't
The
start
button has
hitting
not been
funding
hit.
yet. You're gonna get blocked out of funding, but you can fund multiple times. So just
And
break
remember that you can also not vote right away so that you can see what's getting the money.
Do
so
not-
that then
Sorry,
you
go
can
ahead.
you can compensate. Like you don't want to pour all your money into the monument or the monument and then realize, oh, it's the aqueduct. We have to do the aqueduct. I'm already out of money.
And Barons, we all want all our money going to the fortress. It's as simple as that. Do not split your money up. It's all in the fortress.
Yeah,
All
it
of
does
it.
sound.
Though. Theater and prison, those are that's like
Yeah.
the yin and yang of a
Theater and the
healthy
prison are
kingdom.
what the patricians and the
Theater
counts
and
need
a
to do.
prison.
Theater and a prison.
If you need 2 things, it's a theater and a prison.
That's what they say.
And the Romans
A
combined
kingdom
them.
without a theater is a prison for the mind.
It's true.
Wow.
And
Wow.
a kingdom without a prison is a theater for
of the
the
mind.
crime.
Friends at the table speed run.
Crime?
Writing
Did you say
them
crime?
outside.
Yes. Yeah.
Crimed.
Crimed.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah, I got it wrong. It was crimed.
Barons, if you're pouring yourself some tea or heating up some pizza, need you to come back.
Take a long time.
All right, here we go.
hit the
Voting
fund
begins.
button.
No.
Now it is time
Go
to
eat a
fund.
full, beautiful lunch. Oh, what about some crackers? You could go get some
Wow.
crackers.
Wow, that was
You
a
go to the
lot.
bathroom.
That was a lot.
Wow, this
As
is
a
gonna be.
reminder, you can click the little button in the top left of the screen if you're on PC or on a desktop or a laptop or any sort of computer to see how much money you have to donate to fund
I
it.
do kind of wonder if Austin's playing a long game here of trying to bankrupt the Barons,
Barons?
for the subsequent game somehow.
Oh.
Yeah, they spent all their money on this. They ain't gonna have any money going forward. I'm
It
just
looks to me
saying.
like many of them still have like $2,900.
I don't
they're doing
know
okay.
if that's does that
Oh
update?
my god, it's so
I don't think it
close.
updates
I think
live
it does,
because
yeah.
there's
13
all the-
seconds remain.
We need a little
Okay.
bit more. We need a little bit more, Barons. Keep pushing. Keep
That's
This
pushing.
is
That's
really.
great.
This is honestly. This is really
really
close.
exciting.
Theater in a prison. Holy shit!
All right, we got it.
Oh, it was so close.
So when does this check right now, or is it check at the end?
Don't know.
We'll find out.
No,
Yeah, I'll
it
find
will
out, I
either
guess.
check during this season end phase or during the season end phase at the end of the next season.
So there's always a chance we lose a big fight, you know?
Yeah.
The Jack Goulin Fortress has been built in the Elainen prison.
Not the
Sorry about that. Unless that was right. Sorry.
again for the second game in a row.
Yeah, it happened last time too.
So the Leanin? What is
If
it?
you would like to send in a
Elainen.
pronunciation guide for that,
Yeah, I
word,
think it's Elainen.
That's what
Elainen.
I've been saying.
Elainen.
Some guy else
Second
says,
prison, third prison? Who could say?
So the table loves building prisons. Real Paradoxus says, quotes, a kingdom without a theater is a prison for the mind, and a kingdom without a prison is a theater for the crimed. The counts?
There we go. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck.
Oh boy.
there's only one event.
Yeah, there sure is. I think that means something.
That must be
Yeah.
it.
Uh-huh.
And that is why we must ensure that the taxes are collected in regular intervals. If we were to...
Your Highness, I have urgent news.
What's the matter? Is it about the war?
The new model army has deserted us. Not only have they marshaled without my orders, they refuse to stand down.
One more what's that from Agrippa? One more this thing that's
New model
well
army. What's
established.
that?
What soldiers?
The reorganized and revitalized troops that were supposed to be the kingdom's world-class fighting force, trained soldiers in high-grade equipment. We went to their inauguration parade together. Your spouse said they looked like a shiny porcupine with all their spikes and polished plate metal.
I don't know. Isn't this new army supposed to be an improvement?
They're disciplined, don't get me wrong, and very loyal. But to whom? Without a military, we will struggle to hold on to power.
Also, we're at war with Ashmead.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
really wanted
it's
to
weird
mention
that's
that.
not.
If I may interject,
Yeah.
this is almost certainly the work of the barons. If I were to offer any advice, it would be to seek a treaty soon. This new model army, which I suspect takes orders directly from the March, cannot be beaten by any force on this continent. We made sure of that.
Military can't go higher.
Can't you do something sneaky? Assassinate some important people?
The time for that has passed. With the barons united and in full control of the military, I can do nothing to stop them.
Then it's over.
I'm sorry, Your Highness. The only strategy is to minimize losses. Perhaps we could negotiate a favorable surrender.
You stalk out of the room, unwilling to hear more. Later that evening, you're joined by Hirona, your spouse, in your bedchamber. Judging by the look on their face, they've already heard the news.
There. You did your best. I don't know where that came from. This is all over the place.
They pat you on the back awkwardly. A few minutes of silence pass. Despite everything, it's still hard to believe that your reign might be about to end.
Oh.
If anything happens to me, you must look out for Agrippa E.
I will. Don't worry about that. When you talk to them, they might let you live if you're willing to abdicate.
Wait, what do we think there's nothing to talk about means?
That they definitely won't let you live no matter what.
We've proven
Oh.
to be merciful.
Well, let's run away together. What the authority doesn't mean anything anymore.
It'll be a long holiday. Shall we go to Kurth, Sol, Ashmead?
I would go to Ashmead.
I wouldn't go to Ashmead either.
You've hired a captain and left the
damn.
kingdom before the week's end, striking out across the Ghost Sea to El Rusha. So you won't be a monarch for the rest of your life. At least you and Hirona will have a life together, somewhere.
Wait, what
It's
about
been said that we
Agrippa
don't
E?
like each other.
Special
This
message
is a
in the
frosty
chat
relationship.
says, wait, you said you were coming to my party.
Yeah, I wanted to see what that party was about.
You can only hope that the Baron's assassins never catch up to you. The Barons are victorious. I think this is you, Austin.
Hoping to make history for reasons other than their birthright, Monarch Agrippa took up the life of a wandering adventurer in distant Valamir, but that's a story for another time. Rushing to complete the scheme, the counts attempted their blood ritual too early. The summoned demon escaped their control and slaughtered dozens, including Yuli and Count Endi Babel. The patricians succeeded in turning the palace into a hotbed of bribery and corruption. But what's new about that? They failed to gain the throne and lost money in the process. A bad investment. Marching to the Baron's orders, the new model army effortlessly took the palace and installed Robin as monarch. But the military reforms soon fell apart, destroyed by corruption and nepotism, while the new monarch would prove harder to control than the Barons hoped.
Endgame ledger, Monarch Agrippa the Greedy. I think that's a little rude. Game length, 2 years, 6 months. Spouse, Hirona of the Coast. Successor, Monarch Robin. The wealthiest noble was Taigai 08 with 2950, and the poorest noble was Adult Witch with nothing.
I think there were a lot of
Shut up.
patricians.
There's a lot of
with nothing.
nothings, yeah.
Adult Witch is rich in spirit, in my mind.
Whoa! Whoa! Is this
Yeah.
Robin?
Yeah.
That's Robin. Yeah, Robin's
Whoa.
coming in.
Holy shit.
All right.
All right. That is King of the Castle. And when we return, a couple of things will happen, which is that we will be continuing the game with Monarch Robin of the Jihankno dynasty, presiding over the Counts of the East, Patricians of the Coast, and Barons of the March, with Austin as the king. And we will almost certainly have hit patch 1.1, which will focus on balance changes to help the monarchs and other requested.
take it.
Come
No,
on.
I mean,
Boo.
I'm going to the fucking pond. If
And
they
we will
let me.
all hear my new Baron's accent.
The Barons moved a little further south. The Barons now are Louisiana.
We might just be simple, small-time barons, but we are. Well, that's not quite right. I'll get it. It'll be better.
You'll get there.
I thought that was not a bad
That was
first
good.
shot.
That was a
Memphis
great
real
first-
quick.
Yeah, you did.
You have been watching Friends at the Table on Twitch. If you would like to see more of us, you can subscribe on Twitch. At the time being, we are asking that you hold on to your what do we call them? Traditional Twitch subscriptions, real money Twitch subscriptions.
non-prime subs.
But if you have
Trad
been,
subs.
sorry,
Which
Trad.
Trad subs.
I think that's something different. But if you have been given a Prime sub as Twitch Prime sub as part of your Amazon Prime sub, we would welcome that if that's something you'd like to do. You can also support us on Patreon at friendsattethetable.cash. We have recently reorganized the Patreon, and there's a lot of really cool stuff on there. There is more than rumors. There is a Hunter show on the way if a goal is reached on that
what's
Patreon.
the number for
Which-
that goal?
It's 3,000, which by
30,000.
what is it, 30,000? 30,000.
Yeah.
Which we're getting towards.
We're really
And
getting towards it.
That's
We're at-
going to stay true even when Patreon takes goals away, which they're in the process of doing.
We will figure out a way.
Ghouls.
Firstly, fuck that shit. Ghouls.
Yeah.
We will figure out a way to communicate those goals to you, but I can tell you what, it will be more irritating for us than it would be
Sure.
if
Just be a
Patreon
pinned
didn't take
tweet,
those
I
away.
guess.
We'll just have to keep
'cause
communicating it.
Like, we're extremely lucky to be like where we are in terms of Patreon. You know, most people that have a Patreon do not have a Patreon like ours. And those goals, I've never seen a Patreon not be using those goals for things like, this is the level where I can like get a new microphone.
Yeah.
This is the level where I can do this. This is the level where I can increase how much work that I'm doing. Like goals seem to be an extremely important part of Patreon.
Wow, they're gone already. No, they're there. People
They claim that no one uses them.
Yeah, they said that 4.6% of people use them or something, and I just don't think that's...
I mean, they were saying, they said that like 4.6% or whatever see growth from using them, which like, what does that mean?
That's different, yeah.
It's some bullshit. All this is to say, I don't know shit about Hunter x Hunter. I don't know what it's about. I'm excited to... It is...
And, I have to just assume, Jack, that you would love it. I can't imagine that
Jack
you wouldn't
would love
like
it.
Yeah, I love everybody that I make this show with so much that I truly know nothing about this, 140 episode show, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll watch it. It's gonna be fun. I'm not gonna look into it. But if you would like to hear that, and like to hear people with much more informed understandings of Hunter x Hunter, maybe throw us a subscription at friendsathetable.cash. What else is there to say? We're on TikTok at friends-table. No, at friends_table. We're on co-host at friends-table.
Yeah, that's the one.
We are on Twitter at friends_table. A Bluff City arc about gravity races has just wrapped up. Was so much fun to hear. And there's more Bluff City on the way. Palisade is go. A Palisade episode came out very recently. You know, the Friends of the Table is in full production mode at the moment, which is exhausting and exciting.
TikTok? Did you say TikTok already?
Yes.
At friends_table? Okay.
Yes.
And tomorrow, we'll start our Bluff City Season 1 rebroadcast live here on Twitch at whatever time I said it would be. 4 Eastern, is that right?
4 Eastern, 1 Pacific. And we all know what day tomorrow is. It's Sunday.
Tomorrow's Sunday.
Tomorrow's Sunday.
We are starting...
For a question? Was that a...
Huh?
Was there a question about that? What day it was?
Oh yeah, yesterday I
Don't worry about
tweeted
it.
as if to yesterday was Sunday. When it was.
We've all been there.
Yeah, Bluff City Season 1 begins with the bowling alley boxer and a bird arc, which, if you haven't heard, is like one of the best things we've made, and is the story of a crew of idiots trying to do boxing.
Almost every Bluff episode could start that way.
Yeah, that's true. These
Story
are
of a crew of idiots.
These are all timers. But yeah,
Bluff is so good. You know, if you haven't listened to it in a while, or if you've never listened to it because you're either not on the Patreon or because you just didn't get around to it. I know it's been available for a while, but it's not the easiest thing to find in the world. You should listen because it's really good. Bluff is great.
So good.
There's been a couple of questions in chat about whether Palisade is a good jumping on point for Friends at the Table. Usually when we start new seasons, we say, this might be a good place to jump in. That is not the case with Palisade. Palisade is an explicit sequel to a season of the show we made called Partisan. Which
is really good and which you can just jump onto.
It's really good.
Partisan is the story of how a revolution begins on a lonely moon. And you can start there, listen through, and you will be ready to go come the end of that.
Here's how good Partisan is. I don't think we had any real plans to do multiple seasons of Partisan until like after the first episode, and it was so good. And I think everyone that was in that episode was like, we've got to do more of this.
It was clear immediately that like the work we'd done in the lead up and the pre-production phase and some of the kind of mini games we did ahead of time gave us soil that was really, really fertile for future stories. And like we all clicked with the world building so quickly that we all felt our own space inside of it in a way that's like, we don't want to give up on this that quick. We want to do something as long as like the Hieron series was, which, I think I say this in a recording. I don't know if this was in the episode that went out today or yesterday or not, but like, I don't think this is the last Partisan Palisade. I know what the 3rd season of this is called. You know what I mean? I think it's probably 3 seasons. It could be more. I don't know. We'll find out.
It's called Partisan again.
It's called, which is Partisan again. That's right. That's
Partisan again.
But
All right. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you.
Real quick, just want to remind folks, Monday night at 8 o'clock, we're back to streaming
Let's
Mex.
go.
Mech Monday is back.
Are you with Phantom Brigade still?
Yeah, we'll probably get
Nice.
back to Phantom
Game's
Brigade. I
fucking
will
great.
also say on the news of Mex that Friends of the Table likes, Titanfall 2 is on sale on Steam for $4.50 right now.
Oh, they're
I'll
selling that again?
say to everyone watching this that as soon as we go off the air, I am going to try to convince as many people as I can to come right back and do some Titanfall 2 right now. That is what when
Is
this
that
is
true?
over,
Are you
I'm
actually
gonna
saying that?
yeah, because we only did
Okay.
like 2 hours. We'll play some Titanfall 2 for the people.
Only
Titanfall-
did 2
yeah.
hours.
I'll play Titanfall 2.
It's still
All right.
it's like 12:30.
Look, we'll
Yeah,
discuss.
uh-huh.
We'll discuss.
Yeah.
I'll
No
go.
one has to.
No, I know.
I'm
I'm
already
not
in.
opposed. I'm in.
I'm
I'll do
in.
a
I'm
little
already
bit.
in.
All right.
Yeah.
Chat, we might see you in 45 seconds. Goodbye.
I'll be
Now that I'm
gone,
not
but I
team
wish you all
anymore.
the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.